Welcome to York Plasterers, A&B Plasterers York, your trusted service since 1962.
So how much does it cost to plaster a room? Now the price that you will spend to have your room or your complete house plastered is going to be determined by the amount of plastering that has to be done. I know it sounds obvious, as we all know there are many different size houses and rooms. Okay, so when figuring out how much it will cost, the majority of plasters will base their estimate on the numbers of square meters that need to be covered on the walls. Now this is primarily due to the quantity of plasterboards and other supplies that will be needed to be purchased by the plasterer, the length of time that the task will take, and the labour that will be required. Okay, so a guide price then without seeing the job. Now a measurement of the room dimension is yet another common method that plasterers use often to give a guide price before even seeing a job, maybe over the phone. However, it is crucial to keep in mind that this method should only be considered as a beginning point, since all you have is an estimate until the plasterer comes in to have a look at the job in hand. Until then, it's really important to keep this in mind. Instead of completely replastering the walls of the room, you might want to think about skimming as an alternative, especially if the walls are in quite good shape and just require some minor repairs. Your plasterer will be able to tell you and guide you on this if you're unsure. This won't just save you money, but will also cut down on the amount of time it takes. Now, this is one of the most popular projects for plasterers, and it's the kind of thing that competent do-it-yourselfers who own their own homes might be able to handle on their own. Check out the other videos for some tips on this, or give us a call if you don't fancy it. Okay, so the costs themselves, what can you expect to pay? Well, you can anticipate paying between $400 to $550 to skim coat a standard size small room. Now if the labour period will take approximately 1 day, this will change to be somewhere in the range of $450 to $600 for a medium sized room, and 1 to 2 days taking that to do it. It will be somewhere in the range of $550 to $700 for a big room, and 2 to 3 days. Of course, there's quite a few variables in there, so don't be shocked if it is more or less than these figures when you get your price. Okay, so things that could actually affect costs. Although you may be expecting that a light skim will be enough to cover up the defects on the wall, if the condition is so bad, then it will be in your best interest to have the walls completely replastered, taking it back to brick or block. If they're not in good enough condition and require much more than a light skim, again costs go up considerably. As sometimes the preparation can be more time consuming than the actual plastering onto walls itself. Now this will begin at roughly $600 to $700 for a small room, $650 to $900 for a medium room, and $1,000 to $1,400 for a large room, with time frames for the labour ranging from 2 to 4 days. Again, lots of variables in there depending on the condition of the walls themselves. Okay, to conclude that on York Plasters and cost of plastering, like I say, this is just basic costs, and there will be more to give you guides on other plasterware pricing, how to DIY as well as different techniques. A York plasterer or any plasterer may be able to provide you with in addition to some of the things we've discussed today. Now, plastering the interior of a building is typically less time consuming and less expensive than plastering the exterior of a building. In another video, we'll look at typical costs of exterior work, which can vary so much, even more so than inside. For now, though, from A&B Plastering York, thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye for now.